on June 17th, so just a couple of days after that, I think it's really important that we touch on Venus going into Cancer and Mercury going into Cancer. I love Cancer. Obviously, I'm a little biased here because the love of my life is Cancer, but I love Cancer energy because I feel sorry for them because every time I see Cancer energy, Cancer memes, they're like, "Oh, it's the cry baby," and I'm like, "No!" Like, haven't you noticed every time it's like, "Oh," like even Alex is like, "Why are we always sad? Like, why do they always make Cancer sad?" But if anything, I actually feel like Cancer energy is it's so beautiful. It holds such a beautiful space for people. It's actually it's the ocean. Like it has so much energy because it's a water sign. Like it just has so many different aspects of it. But we'll talk more about that in Cancer season, but specifically with Venus and Mercury transiting into Cancer, I feel like it's an energy in particular around, yes, communication with Mercury, relationships with Venus. And actually, let me just kind of go through one by one. So, starting with the Venus in Cancer, this is like a nurturing, protective energy to financial matters. So, for us, as we have these macro transits, it's like for us being like, okay, once again, I want to be more cautious. I want to be careful of my emotional driven decision making around this. I want to prioritize security. I want to prioritize long term stability instead of these speculative gains. So, your financial decisions, I actually feel like during this time as well, it could be a little bit of like that using your gut feeling as well. Like, yes, use your technicals, use your fundamental, but sometimes it is like that emotion, that sentimental of like that gut that you're like, I feel like this, might be a good time for whatever that may be. And really checking into projects that align with your beliefs and your values, because I feel like that's a very big Cancer energy. And with Venus, just really thinking about, where am I putting my money? Money is energy. So where am I putting my energy? I want to put it into something that I love, that I care about, and then I'm going to be able to keep my energy secure for the long time. And then with the Mercury in Cancer, this is again that intuitive, emotional communication. And this is where you might go more of that gut feeling when you're making certain decisions. Of course, back it with several analyses, and also like importance around information, security, and privacy. So during this time, maybe we'll see something re-come up as well, with privacy coins, maybe question marks around the privacy and the security of particular crypto or crypto market as a whole, as all of this news and Gemini chatter is coming out. So overall, with Mercury and Venus coming into Cancer, I do feel like it's it's just another, prepare your foundation for the long term and shift your energy into, aka your money, your investments. No financial advice, but what I would do following the planets is shift it into, what do I really believe in the long term. So, and what just aligns with your values. um Cancer cares so much about like the home and protectiveness. So just really play into that when you're looking at where you're at with your portfolio and your choices during this time.
Yeah, it's a very nurturing energy.
Yeah.
And I think that's why like women are maybe, it's quite well known that like women are better traders than men actually. And I think it's because we bring that like nurturing energy. So we're more looking at like taking care of the capital. Whereas like men are much more like go out and kill and, risk it all.
All in.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very different, like feminine, masculine energy. And I think
Uh,
like, obviously
yeah.
during, Cancer placements, it's time to like you know, lean in, whether you're masculine or feminine in gender, we all have these masculine, feminine energies within us. And so it's more learning to lean into those, like nurturing, like now's maybe a time to look at capital preservation more than huge risk taking, right? So I
Yeah.
think that's quite interesting too.